Hello everybody, Board Game Man back again with another video for you. I know a while back, a few days ago, I did boxes 1 and 2. I just recently put boxes 3 and 4. It took me a little while to get that up and running. And that should be up by the time I post this video. And so I've been boxing like crazy. As you can see, here's a little bit of update here. You can see they're starting to get a little empty, but I have a lot of them on the floor too down here, which I'll be going through as well. I have a large box. So I'll probably be putting a lot of bigger games in there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust this here. So it's been a few days. I was going to continue the video. And but I decided there's a big reason why I haven't done the rest of the boxes. And I'll probably give an update. I'm going to try to keep it together. Something really bad happened. And back on Monday, August 30th, as you remember a couple episodes ago, I had the moving to Tennessee video. And I introduced Mia to you all. I picked her up, the pug, and I showed you, this is Mia. This is the one who always makes the noise in all my videos. Well, unfortunately, she passed away on Monday, the 30th, in the afternoon. And it was just really hard for me to do any kind of episode or anything like that, because this is the first time I've done this without her. Because every single episode I've done, every single episode, when I come in here and I do the intro, she's right here. She'd be right next to me or under the table, under the desk, it's just kind of hanging out with me. And when I'd go to the gaming table, she'd be right there too. So that's why you pretty much heard her just about every episode I did. So it's been a very bad week. Here we are, it's stressful enough to be, to be moving and boxing. And then that happened Monday afternoon. So that's why I haven't really done any filming. In fact, I wasn't even sure if I was going to even do any more of these. But I just feel I need to do one. But it has been a very difficult week. And just going back to that episode and seeing Mia literally days before she passed away, it's just been really tough. She was a little over 15 years old and very healthy. And that's the thing that because we had just had her blood work done and everything was great. Her blood pressure was great. Her liver enzymes were great and everything else. And she was just having seizures. And it got to the point the seizures were just so bad. And I was working. And then I got the phone call from my wife. She literally died in her arms around 2:30 on Monday, the 30th of August. So it's been tough. The neighbors were shocked. And anyway, so that's why I haven't done an update for a little while. So I've been just kind of trying to keep busy boxing and packing, just to try to just keep busy. And, unfortunately, we have to keep drudging forward. I was hoping we could bring her to Tennessee with us, have her get a little taste of Tennessee. But I guess she'll be coming with us in another fashion. Not quite the way I wanted her to be. But anyway, it's been really tough. So I thank you for your patience. I was going to show a lot more videos of packing, but it just kind of... No, I just need to box. I just need to box up stuff and pack. But I do want to try to... today is September 3rd, and it's been about 4 or 5 days since she passed. And it doesn't get any easier so far. But, it's just very hard because everywhere I look, this is where she used to lay down. This is where she used to hang out. This is where, it's tough. And I think all of you that have lost a pet totally understand what I'm saying. In fact, I've known Mia 11 of the 15 years, and she was just loved by everybody here. The neighbors were just completely shocked when I had to tell them. In fact, then one of my neighbors just gave me a card today, just saying, hey, we loved Mia very much, and he gave me this really nice, heartfelt card. That was really sweet of him to do. That was really nice. So, anyway, I wanted to give you the update on Mia. Well, I guess I trying to keep it together here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to the next box here. Thank you for going through that with me. I appreciate that. So we're going to do some big boxes, because I have a large box for the more of the older games that are just so doggone long. They're hard to fit in a medium-sized box. The medium-sized box only goes about 19 inches, and a lot of these are like 20 to 22. They were just not quite long enough to fit in the medium boxes. So I do have a large box from Home Depot I got here. And let's go ahead and box up some of these bigger games. And I want to show you some of the games I'll be boxing here. And hopefully there's some games you didn't know I had. Some of these aren't going to be up here. because I kind of put them together, some of the bigger ones. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and turn this a little bit here so we can see a little better. So the first one I'm going to put in this box is Fun City. Now I have done an episode on this. This is a pretty cool little game, especially the clock. Every time you land somewhere, you click on the clock, and it goes every 10 minutes. And it's actually a really, really cool game. So if you're interested in seeing what this game is about, I do have an episode on it. So check it out. Okay, we're going to put that in there. Whoops, whoa. Okay, the next game we're going to do, let's go ahead and do Winning Ticket. This is a great home lottery game. I have not done an episode on this yet. And this is just about complete. I think all it's missing is one of the little triangle numbers, which is not that big of a deal. You know, I put one in one slot, two, and now I can just kind of redo one, that kind of thing. So I'm not really worried about it. Maybe it's on eBay. I didn't even think about that. But the Winning Ticket, I've been wanting this one for a while, and I don't remember where I got this from. I don't remember if I got this at an estate sale. I don't think I got it on eBay, because this game actually goes for a few bucks. So I don't think I would have paid that much for it. I try to keep my purchases at a minimum, and I have done a pretty good job between estate sales and Facebook Marketplace and let's not let go anymore, OfferUp. I'm getting a lot of games that way. So we're going to go put this game in here. In fact, this one's actually bigger than Fun City. Let me put this on the bottom. There we go. Okay, next one. I have done an episode on this one, The Magnificent Race. This is a great, great, fun little game. And but if you are interested in seeing what this game is all about, I do have an episode on it. So you can check back in my on my channel, and you will find it. Okay. Oh, it feels weird not having Mia here. It's just really, anyway, then we have Hot Company. This one I actually found at Goodwill, and it was only a couple bucks. As far as I know, it's complete. There was a lot of stuff in here. It says the money game with attitude for 2 to 8 players. So it looks like it's a pretty cool game. Here's how it looks. You don't see, it looks different than a normal like Monopoly game. It has all sorts of fun little things on there. I have no idea how to play it yet, but I've had it for a while, and I'll get to that when we're in Tennessee. Put that in the box. Okay. Next one is Leverage. It's the game of strategy and suspense. This game is pretty cool. What you're doing is you're moving your pieces, trying to move them across, but you want to try to keep it leveraged. So what you do is if you actually want, if someone moves their piece and it goes down, then you lose a piece, and these little pieces down here, you start losing these guys, and if the player that loses these loses the game. So you're trying, and the pieces are smaller and bigger. So obviously the bigger they are, the more weight they are. And when it goes down on one side and the other person gets a point, they keep having to take those off until it starts to lever up. So it's really cool, really fascinating game. I have not done an episode on this yet, so very, very soon. Okay. Next we have the Stock Market Game by Whitman Games. We have the Stock Market Game. Unfortunately, there's no picture on the back, so I can't show you what it looks like. But yeah, this looks like a really cool game too. So I have not done an episode on this yet. One of the very few Whitman games I have. I think I only have a couple. So then we have Trespass. This is an interesting one. It's by Parker Quick Match Game. That's what it says in here. It's by Parker Brothers. And so this is it right here. Trespass. It has these big numbers that you slide, and it's looks very, very interesting. So that is it right here. Trespass. Okay. And the next one we're going to look at. Okay. Do this one. The Bottom Line. This is the thrill to life in the financial fast lanes and the drama of high-stakes gambling. So, and I think this is a real guy, actually, that actually made this game. There you go. And there it is right here. That's the way the game board looks like right there. So anyway, I have not done an episode on this, so I'll be getting to that pretty soon. Okay. Next one. Let's see, what was the next long one I was going to do here? Let me see if this is... I don't know if this is long or not. This might be short enough to be in the box. Let me measure this one and see. So I've gotten this down to a science here, because I have a lot more medium box. Okay, I'll fit in the medium box, so I don't want that in there. It's come to that where I have to make sure just the big ones go in the big box. Because these bigger ones are a little more expensive to use. Let's put Rocky in here. I have done an episode on Rocky. Here we go. Rocky. There we go. Rocky the board game. When you're punching each other back and forth, and it's really cool. I have done an episode on this, so if you're interested in the Rocky Balboa board game, then check it out. Unfortunately, there's no picture on the back here. Otherwise, I'd show you what it looks like. But it's the Rocky. All the excitement of a Rocky Balboa boxing match. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. Put that on the side. Okay, next one. I'm going to get to these right here. I know these are long. So that's what I've been doing a lot, is kind of playing this. Put this over here, put this over here, put this over here. All the switching back and forth. Let me put these up here. These are my shorter ones. And let's see. Let me see if this can go in there or not. Yep, this is a long one. My buddy Matt Wilkins, this is one of his favorite games and remembers from his grandma's house with bumper cars. Oh yeah. This one I found at Savers. I was very, very lucky. It was actually complete. And when I saw his episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get bumper cars. This looks like so much fun. And it is. So I definitely highly recommend bumper cars if you don't have it. It's from good old Parker Brothers. Okay. Let's go ahead and put bumper cars. Definitely taking bumper cars with me. That was a great game. So thank you, Matt, for showing me that game. That's actually a pretty cool game. The Wizard of Oz game. Here we go. I have done an episode on this. So if you're interested in seeing what the Wizard of Oz game looks like, check it out on the channel. Okay. And I think I'm going to probably fit one more in there. And it's good old Masterpiece, the art auction game. Here we go. This is a wonderful, wonderful game. I have not yet got the 90s version. I love this version, but that 90s version has a little easel. I would love to get my hands on the easel. Man, I can't believe how much it is on eBay just for the people selling just the easel. Like, are you kidding me, really? Because to be able to prop up the paintings on an easel, it looks so more professional, you know. This is what we're auctioning off. They don't have the easel in here. This is an earlier version, so I want it. One of these days, I'm going to find that 90s version that's not a lot of money. For some reason, that one's pricey. So, but anyway, we got Masterpiece here. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to do a couple smaller ones because I got this little area here that is not filled up. Let's see here. Will this fit in here? Of course it won't. It's only like an inch away from fitting. Of course not. Will this fit? This will fit. Princess Jing. This is one I have done an episode on. This is that cool one where you're trying to get the princess onto the other side of the board by using the mirrors. There's a couple mirror guys, and you're trying to locate your opponent's princess by looking in the mirrors. And this is a pretty cool little game, and I decided to keep this one. And but yeah, I do have done an episode on this. So if you're interested in Princess Jing, look it up on my channel. It is in there. And let's see, let's do one more square box that will fit in there. I think this might be a good one right here. Let's see if this fits first. Yes, it does. Trekking the National Parks. This is actually one that I have on my channel. I have done an episode on it, and it ranks really high up. I think for a while it was my #1 watched video. I think it might be number 2 or number 3 now, because the Pac-Man 2019 game has taken over, and that's my #1 video that people have watched. But this is ranked pretty high up. This is probably the second or third most watched episode on my channel. Trekking the National Parks. I also have Trekking the World, and I believe I've already packed that up already. But Trekking the National Parks, this is a great game as well. Both trekking games are pretty cool. So I have done an episode, so if you're interested in checking out this one, it is on my channel as well. Okay, so we're done with this box. We are done. So I'm going to go ahead and take the time to seal this one up. And I'm going to go ahead and grab another box. We'll do one more box. All right? You take care. I'll be right back. Okay, now I go ahead and put together a medium box. And I got some games over here we're going to go ahead and throw in there. First and foremost, the good old classic Stratego. Got this one going on here. I don't think this one really needs any introduction. Great game. I have not played this version, which is funny. I've only played the Star Wars version. I was with my wife's family up north in Northern California in Santa Rosa, and they love Star Wars. Big Star Wars fans like myself, obviously. And we played the Star Wars Stratego. And it was funny. I played with her nephew, Mitchell, and we actually had a draw. So it was the one and only time I've ever played it. We actually tied. So it was interesting. We both were like a stalemate. So I thought that was kind of funny. They're like, wow, first time I played, and I tied. That probably never happened again. So hey, that was Stratego. Next, we have Saved by the Bell game. Oh yeah, that's it. I don't think I ever watched this show. But I remember my buddy Matt Wilkins, he reviewed this game. He really, really liked it. So, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I remember he did a review on this. So, and this was actually part of a, somebody was selling, like, I think like 10 of them or something. It was like a set. And there was a couple of them in that set that I really, really wanted. I'm like, okay, I'll take the other ones. And there's another game coming up next that's also in that set. You know, but you'll see why I made that face. But Saved by the Bell is this one here, which I have not done an episode on yet. Then we have the game of General Hospital. It is a role-playing game. This actually came in that set, I swear, by Cardinal Games. And this one hasn't even been played. I opened it up and everything was still in its original packaging. So this has never been played. So I have not done an episode on this one yet. Put that in the box. Then we have Battleship, the tactical combat game. So this one actually stands up. It's actually pretty cool. I have not done an episode on this yet. So hopefully pretty soon. Once we get to Tennessee, I'm going to start busting these things out. So, and I'll be very happy to do so. This next game is really cheesy. Really, really cheesy. I remember I bought this game when it was raining. One of the few days we do have rain in Southern California. For some reason, I had to get it. I had to get it because it's that cheesy, and it's just pretty much a roll and move, and almost like a Candyland type game. But I had to get it. Mr. Bacon's Big Adventure. I had to get it. Just the whole format of it is just funny. And I just like, what the heck? Where you can go through the Mustard Marsh, the Wiener Wasteland, the Sausage Sea, and but if you make it past the deceptive detour of Vegan Alley and avoid getting grounded in Gristle Grotto, you just might make it to the Great Frying Pan at the end of the trail. And then it says, good luck on your high cholesterol journey. So I had to get it. It was really dirt cheap. I didn't pay much for it. And when I saw how cheap it was, I'm like, I have to get this. So hopefully I'll show this to you pretty soon. It's like I said, it's probably going to be like a 2-minute video because it's like, okay, roll and move. Here you go. And this is how you do it. I mean, it's just cheesy, but I love it. So, and who doesn't love bacon, right? Okay. Then we're going to get no respect. No respect at all, I tell you. No respect. This game has nothing to do whatsoever with Rodney Dangerfield. Nothing whatsoever. I don't think his picture is even on the board game. In fact, here is the board. And, oh yeah, his face is on the board game. I'm sorry, but you see a little... There is the board there, and you do see his face right here on the board. But I love the people's expressions. Oh, I see what you... Oh my gosh, I see what you're doing there. Ha ha. But anyway, I don't believe I've done an episode on this yet. I don't think so. I'm going to have to double check. I don't think so. But anyway, No Respect by Roger Dangerfield. He's coming with us to Tennessee. Well, it barely fits in there. Woo. I think these are ones that are too long. Yeah, these are ones too long. Okay, so we have a couple over here. We're going to go with Acquire. Now, I found this version. And it's hard to believe. I think I found this for $5. And I had a $2 coupon. Got this for $3, and it is complete. Believe it or not. I posted this on a Facebook page. I think it was Vintage Board Games. I think it's a Facebook page. I posted this on there like, how in the world did you get that for $3? Because I do have the original version. I think it's up here or somewhere up here. The original Acquire, the original 3M. But when I saw this one, I'm like, are you kidding me? And I opened it up, and it was actually complete. All the buildings are there, everything. So I was blown away. I'm like, well, I know this goes for some money. Not that I'm getting it to sell it. But, yeah, I had to snag. In fact, the rubber band's still on there. But, yeah, I bought this literally for $3. They were asking for $5, but I got it for $3. And, yeah, great deal there. Because I know this game, actually, this version goes for quite a bit of money. I looked on eBay, and I was pretty shocked. So I'm glad I picked it up because I picked it up. I looked at it. I set it back. I went back over there again. Let me see if it's complete. It was complete. And I'm like, for $5, I got to do it. And I'm like, oh, I have my $2 out coupon. Because you get a certain amount of points and you get $2 off or something like that off of it has to be like $5 or more. Perfect. $5. So, got it for $3, baby. Got it for $3. That's almost the deal of the century I got, except for Forbidden Bridge. I actually bought that for $2. And I know that one goes for $60, $80 on up. So anyway, that is that one there. Let's go with this one. Star Trek, The Next Generation Game of the Galaxies. This one. I had this years ago. And who knows what happened to all my games when I was a kid. Who knows? They probably all got tossed like every other game back in the day, unfortunately. But I managed to find this one again. And I have not done an episode on this. I am a huge fan of The Next Generation. Not so much Deep Space Nine. Voyager, okay. Even Enterprise, I don't even watch Enterprise. The original, obviously, is you can't touch the original. But The Next Generation, I absolutely loved. And I remember watching this on TV. And I think I started watching it either the third or fourth season when it was on. My buddy of mine goes, "You got to watch it." And I was hooked. So I love The Next Generation. So, but here it is. So there's the game. I have not done an episode on it yet. So this will be a Tennessee review. I think we can fit one more in there. Let's go with, let's see. In fact, I will put a game I just got today. I had to laugh at this. I actually found this today. See, I was good. I wasn't lazy. I took the price tag off. Pablo Escobar, the board game. Very interesting game. You are actually a cartel trying to move your drugs through Colombia and Venezuela and all the Cuba, and you're trying to make it all the way to Florida up to the United States. And if you are the first person to get all 4 of your bales through all the countries, into Florida, into the United States, you win. Yes, that is a very, very interesting concept there. I could not pass it up. So, I think this was for $6, and I got $2 off of it. So I actually got it for $4. A Pablo Escobar board game. So it's all about you being a cartel and moving your drugs through the countries to Florida, to the United States. Can't believe they made a board game out of this. They did. Okay, and here I am buying it. Oh, shame on me. We have enough of that stuff going on. Okay, anyway, and then we got one more space for another square game. You know what, let's see if this fits in here. Does this fit in here? No, I think that's too big. That's a big one. I was hoping Tiny Towns would fit in there. Maybe a Zool will fit in there. Will Zool fit in here? Shoot, even a Zool's too big. Steam? I think this might fit in there. My goodness, just barely too big. I hate when that happens. Let's see here. That's too big. I need to have a small one to get in there. How about... No, that's too big too. How about this one? Fit in there? There we go. Quinto. This is a 3M board game. I actually have done an episode on this. Cool little game. And I love math. So if you love math, this is when you're putting, I think it's numbers of 5. I believe it's, yeah, I think it's 5, I believe. Yeah, multiples of 5 that you're putting these numbers down. And so I just love math and numbers. So this is a pretty cool game. If you don't know how to play this or you haven't seen it before, one of those, yeah, check it out. I do have an episode on this one because I really, really like this one. This is a really cool one. So, okay. Fit right in there like Tetris. And I think that's going to be all it's going to fit in this game, or this box. So, okay. Well, there's 2 more boxes down. That much closer to getting all these boxed up. I tell you, I've gone through a lot of boxes here. So, it's the first time I've had to pack these. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy the videos. And love to Mia. We are going to miss you. Love you very, very much. And it's a terrible loss, but we will, you know, she'll be coming with us, just in a different way than we expected. And, yeah, she'll be missed, because every single episode she's in there one way or another. And from here on out, you know, but we'll eventually, after we get to Tennessee and get settled in, I know us, we'll probably get another dog and stuff, because it's just too quiet. Yeah, too quiet. All right, love you all. Thank you, my friends and subscribers. And I'll be back again with another update coming pretty soon. And until next time, keep on gaming.